on Liu. Not that they need it, they can trip through Georgia. And it's a little foolish to make them a vassal. Actually, it is mighty foolish, but I could make them annul treaties with Kara if I were to destroy them. Muscovy appear to be winning against the Golden Horde, which is nice, but the Uzbek in my provinces is not nice. What we have is a fairly healthy unit here. I'm going to march them over to the Crimean capital, because if we hold the Crimean capital, then we're going to get some lovely war score. Well, not so much we get the war score, but they don't get the war score. Also goodbye dip, because I need admin so badly. Oh, this is pressure. Jake, you should save the Georgian provinces to reduce the likelihood of them piecing out. They're still high war enthusiasm. I think they'll be okay. Oh, now that actually is quite the stack that I don't want to be facing, especially on their territory. Nor am I that interested in getting rid of the Uzbeks out of my own land. So I know we're kind of wasting time around here, but I'm going to have to change priorities. Oh? Then again, if you want to fight me in Theodoro, where I can... I can keep you on Theodoro for ages. It's a level 3 fort. Your capital is not level 3, but you've changed your mind. Ah, damn. The Ottomans are making their move on Wallachia. Friendless Wallachia, which means after that comes the conquest of Constantinople. I want to get there before them, but I don't have the navy to do so. Although I do have the military access. It just ain't easy, is it? I mean, I'd have no problem conceding the feat to you. But getting that kind of war score won't be simple, will it? And I got no interest in fighting you in the mountains. Alright, let's just go for this. Keep ourselves safe in your mountains. We're lucky that they're small and humble. Does Jake have a truce with the Ottos? Heavens no, they could come for me anytime they want. Which is why I would rather like to get Poland as an ally. It may discourage them. Ah, lazy Diplos. Let's keep those relations good with you, and... hell, what else can a man really do right now? There aren't really any claims that I'm thinking on forging. I have all the ones that I want on Lithuania. And I don't really want any on the Ottomans right now, funnily enough. I suppose I could make some on Georgia. I will have to come for them eventually. May as well get it now. We'll put it on Abkhazia. Godspeed, my men. We want Kara out of this war. I would love for the Ottomans to trash them, but that truce is still there. Although the Timurids could come for them, wouldn't that be nice? Got lost in Ganja there. Come on. Oh, shoot. Don't stick around there. Good. Go for their horrible mountainous capital. Not really anything I can do to assure myself a bit of safety from the Ottoman Empire. And the Ottomans have put their troops on Blurple, the Blurple border, so they're probably about to pull the trigger on Byzantium. this is all not good. But we're still alive, so let's not forget that. Georgia probably wouldn't join a war against, well, with Byzantium. Because they're in a bit of a pickle right now. They're probably in debt as well. Oh, we got a breach here. Not ballsy enough to breach with that kind, but... It is still promising. And we're making amazing progress on that siege. God bless. Surprised you aren't already an interesting one. Yeah, sure enough. Well, no, that's a different reason it's crossed out. Interesting. What's the debt situation here? You're still in debt. Georgia is only 10 ducats in debt. Muscovy 210 in debt, but they should have no problem overcoming that. The issue for Muscovy is that they haven't devoured Novgorod, and that's where a lot of their strength comes from. Amazingly, Sweden is still under Denmark, and Denmark has grown, so Sweden may not actually even rebel against them. Yeah, they're only disloyal. They're not rebellious. Like certain vassals. It is very tempting to assault this, but if I lose the assault, then I lose everything. Well, Perm and Georgia lose everything. Me, it's only 3,000 of my men here. No, 4,000. Hey, it might even kill my crappy air. Take our chances. Theodoro's under siege, which is a little frightening, but okay. Why don't you have Constantinople yet, Jake? Kebab too strong? No, Turkish delight is scary, but I've already antagonized them plenty. If they really wanted their claims in course, they'd be coming for it right now. Come on, 21% chance. I like it. Probably not enough to get you out straight away, but if we simply grovel hard enough, we can say goodbye to you. Yep, happy enough for that. Get out of here. Which means we should, touch wood, be able to get Gizmaluk humiliated and force Crimea to acknowledge us. It doesn't change the Golden Horde situation, but I think Muscovy and friends can take care of that. Genoa's truce is over, but what am I even meant to do about that? I have nothing to do, or rather nothing that I can fight them with. I could get you out of this war by conceding defeat again. I would love to humiliate you, but I don't think it's worth the PP right now. Just get you out of this war for 10 prestige and then focus myself on re-establishing Crimea as my vassal. I wonder if they would just instantly support their independence again, and then we would just have the same problem later on. It's a potential. You know, why even concede defeat to you? I'm sure there's other things we can do with you. I could almost just concede defeat to Crimea, which would be rather nice. Alright. We can get you out of this war. Just with a white piece, no need to concede defeat. Maybe someday this trick will be removed, but it isn't removed today. We'll be fine. Fortunate for us, I think. Yeah. Get out of here, Golden Horde. Humiliating you would be so good. But no, I can't get greedy here. We'll take a glorious ducat. And now you are without friend. Crimea. Still with army though. That's a little disturbing. Who are you? Theodorus. You're going to see the downfall of the Blurple Empire one way or another. Alright, what can I do about our troops in Crimea? They're still at Tech 4, we're at Glorious Tech 5, we even have the better units now. Let's go and pay them a visit. This is the point where you attach to me, Georgia. Hold on, are you exiled? They might be exiled. I can't even tell right now. No, they're not exiled. Let's go, my friend. Let us destroy the Crimeans. Whew, how was your day, Jake? Oh, it's full of pressure. It was a half day at work, which was rather nice, but this is Doki Doki like never before. No, you fool! The world is mine, Chico. You cannot take it from me. Gonna have the same problem. He's, for some reason, going to arrive before me. But okay, he is still stuck. To me, that is. I want to take Kaffa, and you're getting in my way. Jake, do you take donations through Swift? I have no idea what Swift is. And remember, guys, I'm never here for the money, right? Okay, you're attaching to me, right? Right. Right. Good. Okay, 9 on 9. Well, we're slightly better than that, but they have 2 units of cavalry, which is horrible. There's no river crossing. And we arrive on the 25th. But that's not good enough for me. We need a bit of backup. Units of the guard, attack. And take the front line, please, because I ain't having any of that. Unfortunately for me, it's our friends from Georgia that are doing the flanking, so I have to take the brunt of this force. And it's not looking good for us. It's really not looking good for us. We're taking heavy losses. Fortunately, our manpower is capped, so as long as we just hang around in our owned territory, we'll be okay. Jake, Swift is a Swedish instant money transfer. I don't even have a Swedish bank account yet. Okay, let me tell you, today I walked into a bank and I said, "Hello, I moved here from Great Britain and I would like to start a bank account." And they said, "No! You have to go to this other office of our bank to make an account." Yeah, okay, where is it? Oh, it's just down the road. You got a map or anything? No, you'll find it. So I didn't find it. So I kept walking past the Citizen Square and further down, closer to Old Town. No idea where anything is. And I find another bank, and I thought, okay, well, a bank is a bank. Let's just go in. And I said, I would like to start a bank account, but that didn't work. I had to use their ticketing system. Fair enough. I grabbed the ticket. And there was only one man at the desk. The other place was empty. Whoever was meant to be there was just kind of floating around and not doing anything useful, for me at least. So I stood with my ticket for a while. And when the lady did eventually come to the counter about 10 minutes later, I said, "Hello, I just moved here from Britain, and I would like to start a bank account." And she said, "We close in 2 minutes, so take this form, fill it out, and come back later." I was like, oh. Well, they're closed over the Easter holidays, and I got work on Tuesday, so here's to hoping I get that done swiftly enough so that I don't go another month without getting paid. And that is the story of why I do not have Swift. Probably. Okay, so with this... Yeah, Crimea is still building troops. We shall do our usual bit of jiggery-pokery to stop them from making more. They may have Yidishkal, but it's not even a core province, so we don't have to worry about that. Sure enough, he just makes more over in Kaban, but we can get there before it's ready. Oh, great. I don't know where Tarek is. Shoot, what is that? Who wants to bet it's the Ottomans? Oh, look, it's the Ottomans. Oh, bollocks, it's the Ottomans. Thanks, Muscovy. You're a real pal. I don't know what you want, man, but you can have it. They don't just want it. Dark times for the Ottomans. Oh, right, well, my fleet is going onto land. The Greeks of Constantinople are having a jolly good laugh at my expense right now, no doubt. Alright, it's Gizmaluk. Makes sense, they are my rival after all. We can get our alliance back with Muscovy, but we have the slightest chance of getting an alliance with Poland at the same time. So we're going to hold off on this, but we want to keep the Muscovites friendly to us. This is a big risk, because if the Muscovites stop being friendly, then it's goodbye alliance. Yeah, huge risk. Those Ottomans are just going to march through us, and there's very little we can do about it but roll over and cry. They're going to want Trebizond and Sinop, and if we vassalize Crimea, they're probably going to make us release Crimea. So maybe we should annex Crimea. Also not a good idea, they will just force us to release them and then they'll get Yidishkal. Could keep ourselves in war with Crimea. That's another idea. Maybe not the best idea, but it's an idea. Well, we kind of expected this when we took Sinop, and I'm not too unhappy about that. Oh, man, Blurple's getting ballsy, they're even expanding now. Allied with Tunis, it's going to be a dark day for the Mamluks when war comes down between them. Jeez, they are many. Poland don't want the alliance because we're at war. Is that because of the Ottoman War, or the fact that we have 3 wars going on? Maybe it would be safer just to get the alliance back with you. Well, that's no longer an option. At least Georgia and Polotsk are there. For the hell no, Byzantium. You get nothing. Jake, separate piece from the Golden Horde War. I don't want to rub Muscovy the wrong way. And that would assuredly rub Muscovy the wrong way. Poland is still friendly, though. Trouble is, without Lithuania under their grasp, they're not quite as strong, and they never secured the Prussian lands. They got Danzig, which is certainly one of the better provinces. They didn't secure all of it. Now we're blockaded. I wonder if he's going to disembark and march on us. Really, we just have to roll over and accept whatever he wants out of us. Which will probably be money, as well as the other things. get you to attach to me. Hopefully I can claim the glory of the teen loot. Probably not, because you lead the siege. But it's good to see the Golden Horde getting golden wrecked. Lithuania still have their strong allies who will join in. So things not looking good for Theodora. Oh jeez, not by a long shot. It's alright, Georgia love us. They won't mind that little insult. Yeah, I got the Basileus achievement. It was insultingly easy. And this, on the other hand, not so insultingly easy, but still insulting. Alright, Crimea want white peace. They would remain my subject. I don't think we want peace just yet with you. Like I said, if we make you our subject again, the Ottomans are just going to punch you out of us. Uzbek are doing Trebizond. We need also Ottomans to take Trebizond because they actually are going to want it. So hopefully they'll fight us and they will win. Oh dear. Now we have our loser in charge. Alright, they managed to take Sinop, but I still don't want you sieging up that. But I don't want to separate the Golden Horde because Muscovy won't like it. Wow, we can't even get a white peace going. Grim times. Very grim times. Still got this one province. Let's continue to beat Crimea for what they've done to us. Not a bad heir for us, but we need our ruler to die. Not sure I want the 2-stab hit from him dying in battle, however. Hold on, can't you no longer... Yeah, you can no longer just switch out your general like that. It's not the be-all and end-all, I can still get him out this way. You used to be able to just make your leader go away. And Kara now see us as a rival. Well, good to know they think we're that strong. At least. Kind of. Let's get Yidishkal back, if nothing else. Oh, grim times. Oh, even better, I could get this province back since it's given me war exhaustion. But, on the other hand, let's not, because it brings me closer to the Ottoman troops that want me dead in a half. How about you, Uzbek? No separate peace between minors in a war, or juniors in a war. People that ain't in charge. They're part of the Empire. What? Huh, okay. That's an AI cheat for certain. You are not allowed to move your capital inside and outside of the Empire. But Genoa just did. Well, fixing that when I get in the office. Oh, dark times. Oh, very dark times. We're going to have some more Crimean patriots to look forward to. In Azov and Yidishkal, probably going to spring up in Azov. Although that's where I don't want them right now, so we shall march our troops there preemptively. And, well, we'll march Georgia's troops there preemptively. Don't really mind them rising up in Yidishkal. They may or may not even rise up there since they can't besiege Yidishkal. Jake, will you do World Conquest during the infamous Dev multiplayer session? I'm probably going to get my arse kicked in the Dev multiplayer session. Because they want me dead. They want me very dead. Oh, these are dark times. I really don't mind you having Synop. I want you to have Synop. I used it to get this claim. Oh, you're not getting off that easy, Crimea. I'll probably force you to nullify treaties and give me all your money. It's also tempting to decrease autonomy to force these rebels to pop up. It would also give me a bit more income from it, but maybe not. Damn it. Call from peace from this Crimean war, now that we have the capital. And like I said, if I make them into my vassal, the Ottomans are going to demand that they stop being my vassal. Well, be that as it may, there isn't much else I can do. Not going to have you give up your claims, but... Oh, and I'm certainly not making you give up your cores. Or should I? I mean, I want that land, I don't want you to have it. No, it costs me dip, it's not really worth my time. This should give us an over a 10-year truce, so that's alright. We'll take it. Just to be sure, you should remain a vassal of mine, right? It isn't saying so, which makes me worry slightly. Okay, it seems like it doesn't say so when you take something. Make the Ottomans a vassal, Jake. That's the Jake I subscribed to. I'm gonna have real difficulty taking on the Ottomans when they have this. This had better not make you independent. If it does, then I'm gonna be platinum mad. Whew, I'm not platinum mad. I can get my separate piece of the Golden Horde, but no need for that just yet. Unable to get the alliance, but the Theodoro at war is not as big as it used to be. Okay, it's pretty big with you, but not so much with you. Still, it is a little too big. When the Golden Horde war ends, it should be just enough for me to make Muscovy and Poland my allies. I will need 2 free diplomats to do that, and I need the I need Muscovy to end this war. We're not done yet! Oh shoot, we're gonna be done if we get sniped by these revolts though. Georgia, where you going? Shoot. Oh, well, we have a nicer supply limit now. Let's get the troops for it. What the hell are you doing, Georgia? Georgia, that is super stupid. Speaking of super stupid... Oh wow, look who's cooled off a bit. Events and province defections, minus 50%. Crimea is finally a little loyal to me. Doubt they're going to help out much with this battle, but... No, that's a battle I've almost certainly lost. Oh jeez, this is horrible. I would love